You're right. This isn't something that we've done before here. I've never done it before, but this is how we're going to try it. We're offering the Lord's Supper this Sunday from 9 until noon. And so when you come, go ahead and just wait in your car. We'll have an usher out here in the parking lot directing people towards the church when we are ready. Remember, we don't want to have more than 10 people in the sanctuary at any time. And so we're going to really try and follow that as best we can. So while you're waiting out here for someone to come and for us to be ready for you to enter into the church, there's a couple things you can do. First of all, Emmanuel Sweet Springs has their service broadcasted at 9 o'clock. That's on KMMO, 1300 AM. You can hear their service there. And then following that, they have the Lutheran Hour. That would also be good to listen to. So there's my radio here in my Honda. Also, we're going to have a sheet available for you out here in the parking lot with Martin Luther's Christian Questions and Answers, which is a document that he drew up to help prepare people to receive the Lord's Supper. And so, if you're going to be sitting here for a while, that would actually be a good thing to take a look at as we prepare to enter God's house and receive Jesus' body and blood. So let's step out of the car now and see what will happen as we go into the church. If you're curious about how long the line is or if there's a wait or not, you can just go ahead and call the church 463-7869. That rings on this smartphone right now. That happened since we switched to Sprint. You can even text us and we'll tell you how the line is going, how the morning's going, and if you need to wait a while or if we said, yeah, just come on over right now. So when you come to the door, one of our elders will be right here. Sunday, actually, it'll be Neil. Neil just happened to be here when I was filming. So, well, hey, Neil.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Please come in.
All right. Thanks. So Neil will get the door for you, and a couple of things here. First of all, we've got this stack of Lutheran worship hymnals that we've had for a long time, and if you would like one, you can have one and take it with you. You and your family can use some of the resources in there as you're going through this. We also have copies of LSB, but those we're going to have you just check out, and we'd like you to return those later, since that's a hymnal we're still using. Also, you see we've got the offering plate here, so you can go ahead and leave your offering there as you're coming into the church. Now, we'll actually wait out here for just a little bit, and elders are just going to ask a couple questions, see how you and your family are doing, and see if there are any needs, and then we'll go ahead and once the sanctuary is clear, we'll head on in there. Now, it does smell very disinfected in here. This is Thursday. We had some people in here cleaning and wiping everything down, so it should be all right. You will want to make sure we will have the giant thing of hand sanitizer out there too, is to make sure you do that. I'll be standing here by the altar, and when you come in, there's an order of worship that we'll use. Pretty simple, and everything is pretty familiar too. So we'll start out with the invocation, the Apostles' Creed, confession and absolution. So you and just a few other people here. From there, we go to the Lord's Prayer, the words of institution, and the distribution of that closing prayer, and then the benediction. We'll also have time. It depends on how many people we'll have around here. If we offer additional prayer requests, or if there's additional scripture passages that are shared too, just all depends on how the way is moving. From there, we'll have you come down this way, and we'll have a waste receptacle here for you to put those in, and then we'll out this brand new door that we have out onto the parking lot and back to your car that way. That's the way we're going to try and do it for this week. Here's just a few notes about the way we'll be receiving the Lord's Supper. We will only be offering the individual cups, and so that helps both in making it a little bit faster. And common cup would probably be okay, but we don't want to burden people's conscience with that or test that at all. We're okay with doing it this way. Hopefully this will be a huge benefit for all of us then too. We will, once you leave, have a number of these Clorox wipes, and I'll be making sure to wipe down the whole area around, especially the railing. Once each table is dismissed and people leave, I will also go and wash my hands between the tables too, back in that little sink off on the side room that you saw if you watched the service from the other night. We hope that arrangements like these will make you comfortable coming and receiving Jesus' body and blood, because we know that what he promises to give us here in forgiveness, life, and salvation is exactly what we need. Here in these times when we are supposed to be isolating ourselves and so alone, here is the real presence of Christ for you, given for you for the forgiveness of sins, so that you would be certain of what he has promised for you and of his love for you. May God bless you then as you hopefully come to his house to receive him this weekend.